Hello, boys and girls. Lord Hawkeye here again. You know, for all my talk about how bad the state is and all that sort of thing, I really hope I've never given people the impression that I'm a negative person. Indeed, in my opinion, humanity has never had it better, especially with the internet these days. It lets me meet and talk to people I never would have been able to interact with otherwise. It gives us all this great stuff. I mean, I love the internet. Never doubt that. But when I think about things further, it's made me realize another reason why I love the internet. Because it proves the status wrong on so many things that I've been going on about this past while. What's that, you ask? Well, let me tell you. People will go on and on to me about how free markets can never work. They're rife with corruption. There's all these people getting screwed and blah, 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 blah. And you know what? I once pointed out how the economy in World of Warcraft is a totally free market, and it does work. Prices just emerge on their own based on supply and demand, and it actually works out fine. But some people say, well, that's not real money, it doesn't count, which is completely arbitrary, because they are still trading a good. But if that's not enough for you, you need look no further than where World of Warcraft gets its inspiration from. eBay. People trade whatever they want on eBay, they can set whatever price they want, and people can pay if they think it's worth that price. And there's no regulation to it. None. You can't even really go after scammers for the most part in it. Some people succeed, but for the most part, it's not worth your while to try. Does that mean that eBay doesn't work? Does that mean it's a completely broken system that doesn't work? No. Because, first of all, it has a reputation system. If you do, you can double cross people in it, but if you do, you get your reputation shot, and people will be less inclined to deal with you in the future. Doesn't that sound a lot like the DRO system we've talked about many times? Yeah, you can cheat people, you can refuse to pay your debts, but if you do, you get your name blackened, and other people will be less inclined to deal with you because nobody wants to deal with a deadbeat. People go on, well, that can't work, it will never work. Credit card companies, they do that right now. This is one of the biggest ironies about a lot of status arguments, how certain things can never work. The truth is, people already do them all the time, right now. This is what makes status so ridiculous, is that they haven't taken any time to actually look at the world that they claim to dictate to know so well. Just like how a lot of the solutions they propose to the problems with government are things that are already being done at this very moment and failing miserably. So yeah, if you being a status is just living proof that you don't even look out your own window when deciding how the world works. You just take some other people at their word for it and don't think for yourself. It's really quite sad when you think about it. I mean, like credit card companies have credit ratings. If you routinely borrow money and don't pay it back, you get your credit rating shot, and people won't lend you money because they don't want to deal with people who don't make good on their promises. And it works. Most people don't pay for things with their credit card and then not pay it because they want to be able to take out loans in the future. So they understand the penalty. So a free market does work. It works all the time. We do it right now. And the only thing you don't need people with guns to enforce it. All you need is an open system where anyone can check on the reputation of anyone that they feel unsure about, and the consequences for betrayal are made as clear as possible. It does work online. And people who say, oh, it can never work. Guess what, folks? 1/3 of all transactions are done under the table, as in out of sight of the authorities that you claim we absolutely need in order to trade. And that number's going up gradually. So, in your face. And that's really what I think is the reason why the government tries to censor the internet, despite how many times it completely blows up in their face when they try. Latest attempt being SOPA. It's because the internet is proving that the government is not needed, that it's only getting in our way, that we can succeed without it. And people talk about barriers to entry. Well, Government creates barriers to entry. The internet is a place where anyone can potentially succeed. It doesn't mean everyone does, but you can. And many people have, like the guys who made Minecraft, the people who made Google. They're all absolutely swimming in money right now. And they did it in a free market. And these weren't special, one-of-a-kind people. They didn't have any kind of special connections. They just happened to produce something that people really wanted, and they happened to be in the right place at the right time, and it all worked out. Anyone could have done what they did. That doesn't mean everyone will, but they can. And what's the moral of all this? Well, if I was going on about how guns were evil and then you caught me target shooting in my backyard, what would you think of me? You'd think I was a real liar and a hypocrite, and you'd know never to take my word at anything again. So when people on the internet are arguing that voluntarism can never work, that free markets are bad and everything, and they are using the freest market in the world to make their point known, that's just living proof there that they're either bold-faced liars or haven't taken a second to actually think their points through. And that's why I don't take them seriously. So if you really and honestly think voluntarism can't work, that free markets are bad, and all the stuff you say is true, then you need to get off the internet right now. Start arguing with me over snail mail or something like that. Because if you don't do that, then your very actions prove that you're either a liar or completely delusional. Just a thought for you. Until next time, be aware and be wise.